So mind you, we're getting into the whole digital and physical, right? Because I feel like we got a long road ahead of us to 2028 when PlayStation put that final nail in the coffin. So out of the big gaming, right? 5 gaming, I'll say. We'll put on mobile because let's not act like people don't play mobile. So we're throwing mobile, we're throwing PC, we're throwing PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. Out of the 5 big gaming sources to play gaming, right? And I don't want to put cloud on there just yet. I feel like cloud is a thing, but cloud is coming, but let's just leave cloud off of there. So out of mobile, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, mobile is all digital. PlayStation plans on being all digital in 2028. PC is already all digital, and then you'll have Xbox and Nintendo. And Nintendo already have games that's being shipped in a box with just a code. Xbox already have an all digital Xbox. So we've been digital for a while. Majority digital.
The people as a collective, the masses, the majority, if they have ultimately spoken with their wallets, then they're not wrong because they're saying we're okay with this. This is what we want. They may not be saying this is what we want. Like if you were to ask them more, more intrusively, like, is this really what you want? It's like, well, actually, I would prefer it to be this way, but you're paying for it. Like, well, yeah. Okay, then. I hate to sound defeatist, and it's not fun. The Black Ops 1 and 2 ports, bare bones ports, no upgrades whatsoever. What good does it do in a world where they just recorded like 7 million plus players in the US alone? How do you fight that? And the argument is it's like, yeah, you fight it by closing your wallets. You can close your wallet. I can close my wallet. What about the 7 million people who didn't? It's like, what's wrong with you people? You're all okay with this?
So here's my thing. Yes, I one of the biggest GameFly fans of all time. So I'm not saying that getting rid of discs won't affect me. Okay, it will. The way I play video games is anything I'm on the fence on, I like the GameFly and the things I sure know what I want to get, whether it's a sequel or prequel, whether I seen a trailer, I'm 100% in, or whether I have a friend of mine that's like, dude, it's an amazing game, you got to get it, right? Or I might just buy a game because a friend of mine is buying it. There's thousands of games I've GameFlyed where I got a chance to play, and most of them I sent back, didn't like. But there's a handful of them that I was like, you know what? I like this game. Those was games that eventually I still beat them with GameFly, but then like a year later I ended up buying them, right? So I will be hurt without physical. But I am a realist, and I am a straight shooter, and I am a person that doesn't cry over spilled milk. And I always say this, I don't make video games. So for me, I'm left to the people who make video games to make hopefully what I like and I'll pay for, or I just won't pay for, right? And so who am I to tell Sony that I don't care if they keep doing physical, or if they keep doing digital, or if they whatever. So my thing is, I only buy games digitally. I've been buying games digitally for over a decade. I will continue to buy games digitally. The reason why I buy games digitally, number one reason, was I used to always buy games and trade them physical. And then a friend of mine say, oh, I got that game. And I was like, oh, I got rid of it. And then I was notorious for buying a game again and playing it and trading it. And I was like, dude, if I just get digital, then I'll just download it again if a friend of mine's get the game. And then number two, I'm not gonna lie, I got lazy. I got tired of getting up and walking to the TV and changing the disc. Right now I'm playing on a monitor, so I'm closer, but still will be annoying to keep switching discs. So those are my two reasons why I got into digital so many years ago. Now, this guy said the Black Ops 1 and 2 came out and over 7 million people was playing. That's crazy, and that's digital only. So the problem is we keep saying how much we want physical, some people, but the problem is too many people that likes digital. And whether they still like physical, there's going to be something that's going to be digital. Like look at God of War. Let's say you're a diehard God of War fan. Well, Sons of Sparta was only digital. You couldn't get it physical, so you would have probably ended up buying that. Like I fell for buying that just because I was hyped up when they showed the God of War 3 remakes, and I knew I shouldn't have bought that game. I knew that wasn't my style of game, or I do like 2D games, but it looked really slow. It wasn't like fast-paced like a Castlevania or something, and I got it, and I really didn't like it, so I shouldn't have bought it. But if it was on GameFly, if it was physical, I could have GameFlyed it, and thus I wouldn't have bought it because I don't even like it. So physical will hurt me too. I just want you guys to know that. But I still don't care if Sony decides to go all digital because I don't make video games. I'm not going to be the guy joining petitions, trying to stop it. That's just not me. It is what it is type of guy. So I wanted to explain my stance. I never liked when people will picket and stand in long lines or chain themselves to a tree. And like, I never want to be a part of a mass group of people petitioning for whatever. Like I'm me, I'm an individual. I have certain stuff I like and certain stuff I don't like. I can't get my way. It is what it is. I'm not crying and want all these people to rush in and help me try to figure out, oh, can we overthrow this or overthrow that? No, I'm an adult. I'm grown. I'm a is what it is guy. Like, listen, you want to get rid of physical and it's your company, then get rid of physical because it's your company. Because had I made a company, I don't want people telling me what I can and can't do. Now you have the choice not to purchase my stuff if you don't want it anymore, right? If you want to be on the opposite side and say, you know what, Sony's getting rid of physical, so I'm not buying any more Sony stuff, then that's great. I'm sure Sony knew the backlash was going to happen, right? So they got to eat it. If they lose money, they got to eat it. If people stay and prove that people don't care about physical that much, because I'll tell you this, for all the people complaining about physical, it sure didn't help that Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out saying they're having no physical for the foreseeable future sold that much off of pre-orders. And I feel like that's the biggest nail in the coffin to anybody who has a conversation about physical. Say what you want about physical, but Grand Theft Auto is predicted to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest game of all time. And it's digital only as of right now. And it sold so much just from the pre-orders. We ain't even talking about PC, which is a bigger market than console, is digital only. So after that statement I just said, there is nothing else I even need to hear. That just goes to show that digital has more of a powerful presence as physical. And I guarantee those millions of people who bought or pre-ordered Grand Theft Auto 6, knowing it's only digital, I guarantee a big amount of them are also out here screaming, I want physical. I want physical. If you really want to put a shock to the gaming community, if Grand Theft Auto came out and said it was digital only and the sales was low, you'd be like, wow, I guess that must be because it's going to be digital only. Because remember, they announced digital only before PlayStation announced digital only. So I'm just saying, I feel like there's nothing else to say after that. So let me go to the comments. Here's the thing that's a slap in the face. Seb, you're a slap in the face. I told you in the Discord that you are part of the problem. You try to say you aren't, but you're a PC player. And even though you're going to say, yeah, but PC has better digital storefronts, I could get a sale on one and a different sale on another and save money. And you can't do that on PlayStation. I get that. But you're still spending your money in digital. That's still making digital look popular because you and other people said PC is outgrowing consoles. PC is making more money than consoles. PC is becoming a bigger market than consoles. You told me that over and over in the Discord. So you spending money on PC, you're making PC more popular. You're getting console players to go from console to PC because it's more popular. They're literally accepting an all digital future. So you spending money in digital, even if it's on PC, is still part of the problem because it shows that the video game community as a whole. And now you're going to say, oh, consoles and PC is different. Well, listen, they both have the same games. So you could buy a game on PC, you could buy that same game on console if it's on both, right? So at the end of the day, it's still video games that have a storefront, because let's just cut the fluff out. You could go and say, oh, well, they got all these different storefronts and you could save money. Let's say you buy a game day and date that comes out today and there's no sale. So you spend $69.99 on PC or you spend $69.99 on console. You're spending the same amount of money on both platforms. So guess what? You're still showing that this platform is popular if you choose to spend it here. So just what Blood said. He said, but standing up for people that are guilty themselves of this digital only push is something I will not do. That is the nail in the coffin. You got people like Sev on PC, but going crazy because he wants physical to still be a thing. If you want to shock the world and show the world that you want physical to be a thing, say, you know what? I'm no longer going to be a PC player because I want physical. But you won't do that because physical apparently isn't that important to you as much as you claim, because you still buy games that's digital only. I'm just saying.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
Gaming, vlogging, podcast, movie reviews, product reviews. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day is on this channel. Even my honeymoon in Mexico, swimming with sharks, and more. So whatever video brought you here, check out the playlist with that same type of content.
And now, your mama knows.